Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So last time I got mega cold, so it's been a few days since I played. Cold is mostly gone, but I apologize if I sound a little bit weird still. Anyway, we did get the satellite telemetry into one of the drop pods instead of the cargo landing pad, which is good, as I was not prepared for the fact that I actually needed that as well. But let's start by getting one of those set up. We need some radars here. Oh, I need copper. Really? That should be 8. The biomatter, I'm gonna store it in here. Because I don't need it right now. Let's see, I need more copper apparently. And iron seems to have gone down to a trickle again. Which is not that strange because most of these miners are now not doing anything. We're gonna have to fix that. We'll put these on the other side. Underground, 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 power, power, power. Could be fine. Put that in there. We now have the 10 radars that we need for this. Gonna need another 1,000 concrete, which we incidentally have here. And I'm gonna need a little bit more steel. So apparently we need more than 1,000 steel to craft this. So let's get this going. I don't think you need to make that, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So today we're gonna try and figure out... Okay. Can we just connect that, please, and then... Satellite telemetry. Thank you. So, this needs to be the yellow science tech card. This rocket tech card. Now, this bad boy needs the thing here, which is the blank tech card. It needs this satellite telemetry. Just gonna put that in there so we can get it out on the belt normally. So easy peasy. We'll do that. Now we also need speed modules. So we need another belt in here somewhere. Alright, yeah, you actually need to do that. That's unfortunate. I am not a very intelligent person. let's do that. Okay. So we need another belt here. So we're gonna do long inserters, like so. And on one side, we need speed modules, which we have here. This is electronic components, green circuits, and solid fuel. Now, solid fuel we have here. We have the components and the green circuits here. What's the ratio of this? Green circuits should be its own belt, is the conclusion that I'm drawing from that. Whatever, dude. Okay. So we'll take that there. We are going to take this here. And then we need to find solid fuel, which is here. Drag it up here somewhere. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, let's get this here. Well, we can just do this, to be honest. And then we do have the speed modules. Now, solid fuel is but a trickle here as well right now. You know what? So we'll do this thing here. That's going to be exactly the same thing as we have done before, where there's going to be a priority coming from the light oil, 20 light oil, 10 light, or 20 petroleum, but 10 light oil. So this is more efficient. So this is only going to be used if we need to fill it up, right? However, because we need more stuff for crafting the sciences and everything, it kind of makes sense to get this here done as well. I'm gonna keep some in my inventory just because I can. So on the other side here, we need electric furnaces. Now, steel and heat shielding should be straightforward because we have heat shielding here. So this here is one of the inputs. Which is cool. Then we have advanced circuits. Gonna remove okay, we don't really need any of that. We'll put that in there. Okay, and this here then will be that, and then we need to make these. This is going to be the more complicated part, because we're going to need stone. Which we don't really have in this part of the base. At all. And I wish let's get the bricks up here. Okay, so no, sorry, we'll do this. How many of these do we actually need? You need 0.25, which is 1. So you can do this, really. And we can feed you with stone manually for now. That's going to be brick and steel. Let's see. Let's grab some more stone here. Put in there. There we go. I mean, this is 5 stone for each of these. We'll be able to make a bunch of them, really. Oof. This is very, very slow. This is incredibly slow crafting. Okay. Let's do this. And let's do that. The spaghetti continues. Okay, so what do we want from yellow research, really? I want bot speed, so we're gonna have to unlock some of the prerequisites here. We can do that. This we can't get yet. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, I want elevated rail as well. Because I have some ideas. I have some cool ideas that I've never tried before. Which we may or may not pull the trigger on. So, let's see. We're almost ready to launch another rocket, but I need to craft another satellite. So we're gonna need low density structures. We're gonna need some rocket fuel, which is the big problem that we have. Clearly a solid fuel problem. Okay, so it took 18 hours to get this rocket tech. If we take a look at the milestones here, here. So in the first 6 hours, we managed to do basic tech card, automation tech card, logistic tech card, and chemical tech card. This was pretty straightforward. Then it took us another almost 9 hours to get military tech card. And then from military tech card, it took almost 4 hours to get rocket tech card. Yeah. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are, well, we're almost 10%, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 5. That's 35, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're almost 20%. I guess. Anyway. We can get the glass in the meantime. We just need a little bit more. And then we need accumulators. So there's a little bit of a problem here, I'll be honest. It sucks crafting all of this by myself all the time. I would like to have solar panel and accumulator here. This is iron beam, right? Yes, it is. So technically, none of these things are particularly difficult to make. We'll do that. Can do this. We'll even extend this. We'll make this go in here. This is gonna read ingredients, read ingredients. So we need battery, silicon, and glass. Now, that's very unfortunate that this is the case. Okay. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. We're gonna read contents. We're gonna do... well, we can do this, right? Okay. Cool. So I'll be cheating a little bit here. Not gonna lie. Because we need silicon. Let's say 50. I think we need glass. Let's say 1 stack of that as well. And then we need batteries. Let's say 1 stack of that. The reason I want to cheat with this is there's no freaking way I'm gonna be moving this into this setup in any reasonable shape, way, or form. So we're gonna get some of this in there. We are gonna get some of these in here. 2 stacks. Silicon, batteries. Well, I'll just make this into a thing. That's fine. Speaking of that, 1, 2, 3. We can now make these into that as well. And we can make these into a couple more of these, I'll be honest. Because we have a buffer here. We have a buffer for ammo. If we need to request it to us, we can request the circuits as well if we really wanted to. It's good for my own, like, logistics stuff. Okay, let's see. We can get a bunch more bots. Let's build 40 logistics bots here. So that means we should have 100 and 100 here. That is good. That is very good. Okay. So Rocket telemetry, I'm gonna put you in there. You are basically ready. Okay, and I need 10 accumulators. 10 of these. And I need 10 solar panels. Perfect. So once we have those, we'll be good to go. These are not really requesting anything weird. This is gonna have some trouble keeping up, but I mean... we need so many gear wheels, I think. And then we multiply that. Yeah, so this really becomes an interesting issue. But at least this is kind of working. It's an interesting solution to a interesting problem kind of deal. So, iron smelting. You are really struggling. I'll be honest. What's the burner mining drill? That's stone brick, iron brick, single cylinder engine. Okay, so if we do this, and then this. Read ingredients, and then we'll go here and go burner miner drill minus 1000. Boom. Because I don't ever want that to be in the filter, right? Okay, cool. These obviously craft like incredibly slow, but I mean, it is what it is. Same with solar panels, really. This is gonna be very, very slow. Speaking of that, I wouldn't mind getting a stack of speed modules into this thing. Right. I don't even need to limit this. I can just do this, right? Because once we get that going, it's gonna be fine. Problem is, this needs some faster inserters, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10, 11. Let's go. I should also be requesting like these 50. And these 50. Because we do have them. I can see that we have them. Okay, good. Good boy. So this goes in, out, in, In. So this is now making electronic circuit, electronic circuit. Now we've been struggling to get past 129 per minute. That has been our max before. And this is definitely looking a lot better. Okay. We're almost doing 200 right now, which is fine. We're really getting there. Let's stop the fuel for a bit, because I really want to get the fuel. This is using yellow as well. Did we stack up any yellow? Not really. This is just going too freaking slow at the moment. And it's this kind of problem. You are lacking red circuits. To be honest, you are lacking green circuits. Ooh, I don't think I can do much. Ooh, automation. Oh no, this is behind space. It's not complicated to craft, but we don't have space science packs. I wish I could. I wish I didn't make this so freaking cramped. Okay, we can probably squeeze this in here, yeah? Squeeze. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do 2, 3. 2, 3. This. This needs to go. This needs to jump. Let's actually not. Let's make this do. This is. I'm gonna hate this, but. Okay, no, we can't really make that do that, can we? This is ridiculous, but it's ridiculous, but it works, and it adds to our spaghetti flavor here. I have no idea what this spaghetti would taste like, but it's yeah. I don't know, dude. So for the last hour, we've been averaging 129, and now we're gonna go over 200, maybe 250 if we're lucky. That's pretty good. That will definitely help. How much? You have a bunch left still. But this is not a sustainable kind of deal. Okay, so we do need a little bit of this. A couple more. 4 more. Please. 1. Okay, come on. 2 more. I believe in you. Okay, 1 more. Boom. And we'll connect this up again. We're gonna put this here. Okay. Boom. I think we might be unlocking the map now as well. Which will be cool. Very cool. Let's see. Satellite discovered some orbiting space platform. There might be useful stuff up there. Open the Universe Explorer, select Novice Orbit, and click View Surface to take a peek via satellite. Launch more satellites to start looking for other celestial bodies. Oh, okay, this... Okay, cool. So we have a Calidus orbit, which is the sun, I'm guessing, which has a lot of nice... I don't know what robot interference is, but solar power generation is really nice. And then we have this up here. Has a bunch of ruins. Some nice belts. It looks like artillery for some reason. We have ice up here as well, and some flat solar panels. These look really nice. I like them. And glacier ammo. Oh, you've not yet researched space capsule navigation, so the only valid option is an emergency burn. Research space capsule navigation to unlock more options, and this loses some... This loses this inventory. Okay. So I guess this is where we're going. I guess this is where we're going. And we have a bunch of barrels. Can hardly select this. What the hell is that red thing up there? Okay, this is really pissing me off. I guess it's made like this, so I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so this is construction, a big construction area. Like, whoa, wait. Wow, okay. That's a huge construction area. That's pretty convenient. But I don't think they connect to each other with logistics thing. Okay, enough of looking at that. That's gonna be our next stop, probably. Okay, I can't really see anything. Oh, we have an interstellar map with a bunch of stuff that I can't see. I should probably unbind Helmod from that, I'll be honest. Well, let's see. You. Can we do that? Because I have Helmod here. I don't need this hotkey. I mean, we have this here as well, but I'd rather have this, I think. Let's see. Threat is 33% here. Okay. Cool. So I think we unlocked... Okay, so you didn't land here. For some reason. Okay. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I find that very, very interesting. Does the Informatron have anything? Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that eventually. We don't want to pick that up not automatically. Okay, so this means... Okay, we can unlock cargo rocket silo. Larger logistic containers. Processing units. What's this required for anyway? So if we take a look at the space science, space, this. We need processing unit, we need space transport belt, solid fuel, stone, and cosmic water. But we all need to unlock all these different things first. Well, the meteor defense installation is also unlocked here, as is the delivery cannon. So we can start working on that. Now I kinda wanted some elevated rail for different reasons. This needs refined concrete and steel plate. The hell do we need to make refined concrete? Concrete and iron beam. Let's make this. We'll get some water from... Well, we'll have some water over here. There we go. This goes here. Water goes in there. So you're gonna need 0.25 iron beams, which is not a lot. But I'm gonna do it this way. Just because. There we go. There we go. We'll do this. Refined concrete. Less than 50. Now, unfortunately, I think this is going to take some time. I'm a little bit wondering, though, if this is just the rail support that costs this. So if that's the case, I mean, it's not that bad. Okay. Let's take this and move this around a little bit, yeah? Let's also take this. The construction bots can do that, really. I'm a little bit too lazy to do that right now. So this would be the rail supports. We can connect this, read ingredients, read ingredients. I think we have steel here already. Yes, we do. We're not making a lot of concrete, but it's slowly trickling in. Okay, so let's make these. Oh, this needs rail. This actually needs rail. Pretty sure we have this somewhere as well. We'll just request it. So I don't really want to make it over here either. Okay, that wasn't that bad. The bots are mega slow, but they're doing a good job. They are doing their best. Having these miners is also mega convenient. Although this here is not working very swiftly. We'll figure something out once we have logistics bot. I'll make a mall based on bots instead. Because this here, this is weird. It's weird, but it's working. Heat shielding is missing sulfur. Is oil being a big problem right now or what? Let's go check. Well, power is also being a big problem right now. We don't have enough petroleum. Like, we really don't have enough petroleum. Well, let me do this. Because I can. Actually, let's not do this here. Because I would like this area to experiment a little bit with now that we have elevated rails. I'll be honest. Remove that. Okay. So, I have some ideas for elevated rails. I wanted to kind of build a train network here that was only elevated rails. Because I've never tried that. I don't know if it's a very good idea. It might be a terrible idea. But I feel like trying it. So we're getting a couple of these rail supports. Let's get this rail, straight rail, rail. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna actually do your thing here. So let's get this removed. Yeah, let's get all of that removed. We need to do something about power in the meantime. We need to make this. So I need more stone, I guess. One, two, three, four. How are we doing with fuel? Okay, this is still kind of working. We're not maxing this out or anything, but we're getting kind of close. Which is not great. I should have enough resources to build this out myself. We're filling up the accumulators now at least. But we are in trouble. The only thing I can really do about this is speed modules. Or more of these. And we could add another here. For example. That's probably 2 more. do that. We'll get water in that way instead. This will go here. That will connect there. So, what are our biggest consumers? So, fuel refinery. These ones consume an absolute fuck ton of power. So I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, gonna think about using efficiency modules here. I can't believe that I'm saying that, but power consumption be crazy. And this cuts it by 40%. We could even do double, right? Then obviously we have the atmospheric condensers as well. They go down to 500 kilowatts. I have 6 of these. Because we have 2 over here as well. This is obviously not really doing anything. This is consuming so much. Just because of that extra productivity. Starting to think that's big, not worth it, really. So I just don't have the electricity to do that right now. Okay, anyway. So these are now constructed. So I want to connect some rail here. Last time we went out 1. Then we go here. And then we connect to that, right? I think that's kind of in the middle. It looks like it's kind of in the middle. If I just do this, right? I mean, that looks really like that's in the middle, right? Okay. Now we just need to make sure here that we have rail everywhere, which I do think we have. Okay. We have a couple more of these. Let's go over here. I'll remove this for now. I don't care. We'll take these out as well. Get those 2 in. Okay, so they shouldn't be peaking at all anymore. They should be chilling around 1.5 megawatts. As this boy shouldn't be really interested. Okay, so now we have that out of the way. Let's take a look. We have 2 more of these. I need more electronic components and more green circuits. I'm gonna take a stack of that. We are struggling with electronic components. Why? Ooh, is that a plastic issue? It might be. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so plastic. Okay, we need to get these out as well. I think copper is... Copper is not doing good right now. Okay, well, it's our cue to start moving these things around. Okay, oil. This should be more petroleum. Okay, so we shouldn't be hitting those extreme peaks anymore. I will also just do... Okay, I cannot use efficiency modules in these. But we'll remove that thing. That should also result in that peaking way less. I mean, that looks pretty good. So, we have this. I'm actually gonna do this here again. Okay. So I want to see how this plays out. So we construct that. So I want to see if I like this idea or not. So then, this here, straight line is what we want, right? No, 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 no. Bro, why do we have this here? This guy is in the way. We cannot have that. Okay. Let's take this again. And connect that. I kinda like how this looks. It's also very different from what I usually do, which makes it interesting to me. So I think we'll keep with that idea. Okay, so what do we actually need to work on right now? I'm very much hesitating moving these things out, but we need to clean all of this up. Otherwise, we can't access the copper that we are currently badly needing. We should rebuild the copper smelting, put it here, and then start moving. Like this stone brick thing we don't really need. We just move it here, right? We'll just drag a belt from here. This goes there. This goes there. No, not really. This can then go there. And what we want to end up with is whatever this is. Here. There we go. So then this here needs to go as well. Just take this out. And this. There we go. This thing here. Bro, that's not good. Put that in there. Put that in there. No. Okay. Put wall in there. Okay. That's another thing that we can be moving here. So we can do walls here. Do one stack of walls. Boom. So we put that here. And we can put a bunch more in here, yeah? That's just how many we have. Okay, perfect. You are getting stuff from there. Read ingredients. You just need stone bricks. We already have that over there. So that means that this is cleaned up. This needs stone and copper. Ooh. Biomass, I'm gonna dump that out there. I don't think we need this anymore. I think stone is another thing we don't really have in here that we should have in here. Okay, so this goes this way. That goes that way. This goes this way. That goes that way. Stone can go this way. And into the thing. This would be a stone. There we go. Because then we do repair pack here. And we don't really need to care that much. We just do repair pack. We'll do read ingredients. And you'll do your thing. And we will then have those ready eventually. Okay. And this is getting constructed. Slowly but surely. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. We have cleaned up a little bit in here, which I'm very, very happy about. Okay, we can actually also clean up this. This is not needed here at all. We can remove... We can't really remove this though. Because this is needed by other stuff. But the belts we don't need there for now. Okay, so we are definitely making some room. Okay, next step would probably be moving this. But I'm gonna leave that to next episode. We've already done a quite long episode so far. But we did get a bunch of stuff done. Yellow science is at least semi-automated. I still need to figure out why the cargo landing pad doesn't want to accept the cargo, but I'm sure I'll just read the informatron and see if that says anything. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.